What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima and survival horror discussion, updates on the ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark. What's my name? Alongside Jazz Rich. Oh, you're muted. Oh,
no. Hello.
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 It was fine before. Now it's like, oh,
there we go.
I can
it's
hear
because
you
I
now.
got up to get something. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. I've been kidnapped and I'm in a trailer somewhere and I don't know where I am, but there's a toilet.
As long as there's a toilet, that's all that
cheese.
matters. Alec Funnel.
I kidnapped Jatteritz, but I gave her a toilet. But it's okay.
It's thoughtful. And Carmen de la Cruz. Wow.
You could say something.
I think your timing.
Muted.
Yeah, you're. Wow. Are you fucking with me, Jazz? Try to say something.
Woohoo!
Can't hear you.
I know.
Wow. Wow. Fuck all y'all.
That's what you
How
meant.
about
Okay.
How about that? What?
Am I still muted?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
Just
missed
making
last
sure.
week. Sorry about that, everybody. Life and stuff and crap and all that.
I
Hey.
didn't want to.
We're here. We're here today. Hello.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I couldn't figure out what I wanted to open the podcast with, and I was thinking like I wanted to talk about the whole like SAG-AFTRA thing, like the voice or the actors and writers strikes and all that kind of shit, but like I didn't want to put it in the news because like I didn't have the energy to dig into it, and like there's all these different articles about it. Like I'm not even entirely sure what the fuck all is happening, because like I thought it was about like the wages and shit like that, and then like there's the shit about like the AI aspect and like scanning like actors' likenesses and all this shit. So like I don't even know what they're striking about at this point. Like, has anybody been keeping an eye on any of that? Like, does anybody know what the fuck is going on with that?
A little bit, only like slightly more than you, probably. But the thing about the AI scanning thing is that they had started to ask extras without signing any. I think the first time they tried to do it, it was without signing any sort of release forms or whatever. They would just kind of do it, just trying to do it kind of slick. Is that they wanted to scan all of the extras in order to, have them be computer generated and AI generated, so that they wouldn't have to pay them each individual. You show up to set on day one, you get scanned, and then if, let's say, the project goes like 60 days, you're only paid for day one, and thereafter you're just a facsimile of yourself that they've generated and they have the rights to. They don't have to pay you for day 2 through 60 or whatever.
So what, Hollywood, like who is mandating this? Like, where is it even coming from? Is this like a policy throughout Hollywood that they're trying to implement?
It's not mandated. What it is you do whatever you can to, I guess, get your project created and get it created like within budget to yourself or whatever. And they just they found it as essentially like the executives or whoever's doing casting or whoever's running the show, um, I guess saw it as sort of like a hack, like a means to get the actors' likenesses and be able to put the actors in the show or the movie without actually having to pay them, like crowd scenes or something. How in a movie where there's like a whole stadium full of people nowadays, they don't need to have, they're already doing this with CGI where they don't need to have um, hundreds or thousands of people to show a crowd scene, and they don't have to have it all boxed in and show like just a teeny tiny section of a crowd and pretend that it's a large crowd. They just like basically clone stamp the people, all across the, or AI generate, uh, computer animated.
So sound like it's sold out, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're wanting to scan actors and their likeness in order to do more of this in, I guess, a more detailed way. Like if maybe Sue is walking across the background and is always in the background of this club scene for the entirety of this club scene, which takes like 5 days to film. They only had her and paid her for day one. Anyway, that's one of the things, and also they're saying that these people, especially with the cost of rent in California, these people are not even making enough to literally make ends meet, to have health insurance, to make rent or anything. And there was especially royalties are a big issue. There was one woman who I don't even know what she was in. Oh man, I guess she was like a semi, not a star, but like a supporting actor role in Orange Is the New Black, and she showed basically her paycheck stub, and for most of her episodes, for her royalties, I don't know if this is per week or per day. Even if it's per day, it's ridiculous. She got paid 0 cents, 0 cents, 0 cents, 2 cents, 5 cents, 0 cents, 0 cents, 0 cents per episode. It was just freaking ridiculous. I think the final total for all of her episodes is like $2 and something.
So, I
It's
mean, there's
for
contracts.
royalties.
Well, yeah, like I don't even know. I feel like that depends. The whole royalties thing, like I don't even know that if they start like chopping up the royalties and distributing that across like the entire staff, like I don't know that that's really the right thing to do. And where do you draw the line? Do you give part of the production crew that too, like the camera people and the sound designer? Like where do you draw the line? Like it doesn't
This goes back to the 1%
really, like
where
royalties and stuff like that generally go to the creators. Like I think people that should get
no.
royalties would be like the writers, the producers, the people in the upper levels of like the production, because like
No, I think
why the
anybody.
fuck does
How would you
why
feel?
do the actors get like even the star doesn't deserve royalties? They didn't make the content, they starred in it. And generally speaking, like if you're in a starring role or even just acting in it in general, like you're still making a good amount like up front. Like that's part of my concern about this whole issue is like, oh, okay, well, if this is just about wages and stuff like that, like literally some of these people that are saying, they're literally saying like, oh, I can't even afford to feed my children. We can't live on these pennies was a quote that I saw. And it's like,
It
these people
literally
are
is.
literally making like
They're
$5,000 a
not though.
day but the problem is they
For
average it
3
out. Like,
days,
again, yeah, that's the thing though. Like you're signing a contract. Why does the company
and
owe
rent is like
you something?
4,000
That's
per
not their
month.
problem. They're not there to take care of you. If you work 3 days and you make like 15, $1,000 or whatever, if you're
That's a lot.
that's a ton. That's a shit
That's a
ton of money.
lot.
Yeah, that's not going to carry you through
I mean,
the
it
year.
is, but
You can't rely on that money, to take care of you the long term. But that's your shit to figure out. Like, you just make good money, so go get another job. Go work a part-time job.
Yeah.
The company doesn't need
the
to be taking
industry,
care of
so
you through royalties, because, like, again, you're
but they
you're not
don't work
working.
every
You're not.
day.
That's the thing. That's the
That's the thing,
privilege.
though, because you don't work every day. If your work is such that it's almost in a way seasonal, and you
Yeah,
have
you know what
to,
seasonal workers do? They get other jobs. That's not the company's job. That's not their responsibility to make sure that everybody that worked for a couple of days is taken care of. Why is that on them?
I really, from what I've seen, even what's her name, Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live was also out there picketing and calling these people out. Also, who are some other like big name celebrities that were actually in support of their, of the rest of the crew, of the bit actors and so forth, of getting these what do you call it, not consolidations, but getting what they were asking for.
Uh-oh.
Oh, on getting what they were asking for on the strike. Also, Adam Adam, what's his last name? Connell. Adam Ruins Everything. He was
I don't
out
know who
there.
that is.
You don't know Adam Ruins Everything? Oh, I love Adam Ruins Everything. He ruins everything. Uh, Adam Conover. But the point is that there are some not small names that are also in support of this, who are well off and who probably are definitely millionaires, who
You
acknowledge
you
how unfair it
That's
is.
the thing. Like, you see it as an acknowledgement of a problem, but they're doing that for selfish reasons. They're doing it to promote an image. They're doing it to be accepted in the narrative. Like, it's the
I don't
culture.
think
Like, you
so,
have
because
to
I
be
think they were
supportive.
supposed to.
Like,
They
once
were
that
they were
starts hitting
not.
their bottom line, I bet you they're not going to be so supportive unless they have to be.
No, I think they were not necessarily supposed to speak out on some of this stuff, and yet they did. I don't know. There's a lot going on, and maybe there is a lot that I don't understand, but from what I see, from what I've read and so forth, it seems to be just. And I'll just leave it at that. It seems to be just. And the thing is it's just like what we're having in every other industry in America, is that the executives pay themselves, the CEOs and so forth pay themselves so many, like, thousands of dollars a day, or so many, like, millions of dollars overall. And like, maybe the middle people are all right, but the lower the lower end of that pay scale are greatly suffering, when, like, there is that money there could be that money to there could be that money that could be reallocated and spread out for the rest of all the support people in the industry, but it's not. It could be, like, reallocated, like the top 1% or whatever could just take a little bit less, and that little bit less in percentage wise from their salary would make a fuck ton of difference for everyone else. Because what's considered, like, what would be their equivalent to, like, a Netflix subscription, what would be their equivalent of, like, $15 a month, would be like $150,000 for anybody else. That
There's also
it's about equivalency.
perspective too. Like, we're not talking about people that are not making much money, but that's how they're framing it. They're saying, like, oh, we can barely get by. Yeah, because you're
Relative
only
to the fact
working
that
3 days and you don't want to work more. You just want to work
I
the
don't
one
think
job and
it's
be
about
taken
the
care of.
wanting.
No, it 100% is that. And
California is
and
motherfucking
when you
expensive.
talk about like you go back to like, okay, well, retail and they're increasing wages and all this kind of shit. I agree with that to a point, but also you have to look at like the real world. Like, do these people really deserve that money? Like, most of these workers don't give a shit. They want to do the bare minimum. They don't do that.
Probably
You know,
because they're burnt out.
you go to a Walmart or what the fuck that. That's bullshit. Do your job or don't. Especially if you want more money, do your fucking job and then we'll go from there. But like you go to a Walmart or most places and you try to get some help, no one wants to help you. And shit, even if they wanted to, they probably can't because they didn't do the training or whatever. Like literally, like I was at a Walmart and I was trying to find a product and the guy was so irritated that I fucking even asked him for help. And ultimately he just basically looked online, which I could have done, and was like, "Oh yeah, it says we have two, but it's not on the shelf, so we don't have it." Like, what the fuck? That person doesn't need to work there because him not being there would have changed nothing. There's no reason for him to make money. He didn't help me. He didn't get a sale. He didn't accomplish anything. He's literally making money for doing nothing.
Hmm.
But these are the people that we're talking about fighting for their wages because they're not making enough. Like, again, it's a
They're
different
shitty
story if we're
people.
talking about people that are working hard and are being underpaid compared to people that don't deserve that money. Those are the people that are benefiting from this shit. Again, we go back to the actors. We're talking about people that just are too fucking lazy, that are just going to go and get one job, make a shit ton of money for a little bit of work, and just it's not good enough. So they can't be inconvenienced to go and find further work. It's crazy.
Hmm.
But yeah, it just seems a little much to me. But yeah, I was just confused between, because like there's two different conversations happening. One was the AI thing and like the scanning, and then one was the wages. And I'm just like, what are they striking about? I'm very confused.
Yeah, they're
But
trying to get their likenesses without due compensation.
yeah,
That's
and
that's
that
that's what it is
uh,
about. Just whether you agree with it or not, that's what it's about.
gotcha. All right, we'll move on. But yeah, so this week we're going to be talking about Sony taking another step towards ruining games, limited run games doing the opposite, some Silent Hill news, and more. But before all that, hey Jess,
Why?
how was your trailer? How was your
It's
prison?
good, except the signal drops
Oh,
Yeah.
now and then. I am in the country.
your signal was dropping like as you said that.
Yeah, it's doing it constantly. This is going to be problematic.
Yeah.
Um, I'll make it short, I guess. Week sucked.
Wow.
Played games, watched movies. Yeah. Been reading here because I read here. I know I dropped out earlier. There's been
Yep.
like my signal just dropped. I can tell the signal drops. Your camera's like buffer. That's why I'm like,
Hmm.
um, we've that's the third time now that the power like goes out. We hear like a loud explosion sound and then it comes back on. So I think like the with people like adding internet and all kinds of shit to these like to this area now, I think the transformers are getting like really fucking overloaded.
Hmm.
They blow. Eeh.
Oh, I think
I've
we might
yeah.
lose you again. Oh,
Oh,
you good?
you froze for a second.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna do that. Don't worry. Um, I I played the game, a new game. Well, I got a whole
No
bunch of new
game.
games from this summer sale. But so far I've been playing the forest a lot. Trying to survive 100 days, and I got a new game.
I thought it was 100 games you. Excuse me, 100 days you were going to survive.
What?
Goes so
I
well.
thought the goal was for you to survive 100 days, and now you're saying 5.
No, I said 100 days.
I don't think she said 5.
I said now I'm trying to survive 100 days, kind of trying to get the 100 days thing.
So you probably heard 5 when she said survive.
Oh, that makes
Trying to
sense.
survive 100 days.
I heard 100 days.
I built a boathouse. That way they can't touch me. And I only go on land to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I got that trophy, I think there's like a little island kind of, where like the shipping
Mhm.
containers are kind of by the beach. There's
Yeah.
like a little island over there. Like I kind of did what you did. Like I had a little boat there, but like I don't remember, something was happening that was preventing me from just like being on there. Oh, I don't think you can put like you can't build things on the boat, can you? I don't know. There's something that would like keep me from just like camping out on the boat and just staying there. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was something that they fixed in a patch or something, because I remember trying to do that and it didn't work. So I had to go back and forth between the boat and the little island, because I think I had to build certain things on the island that I couldn't build on the boat. So I'd go
I
back and
built
forth.
on top of the boat, like on the roof.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
just
I've got like all my logs and my sticks.
Hmm.
can you just survive 100 days without the enemies ever being on?
That's cheating.
Yeah, why would you do that? God damn it, Alec, you and your bullshit.
See, Alec,
I
where?
asked that, but she said she'd get hungry and cold and die.
Yeah, you still have
If you
to
put
eat
it
and stuff.
on
Do.
What? Yeah,
I'll lose my
she's
fucking
still
mind.
moving from my perspective. She thinks she's frozen, but she's not. You're not frozen.
I'm not frozen. I'm just frustrated.
It's close. Both with an F.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um.
Show and tell?
Yeah. I always wait for the cameras to stop freezing. I have the seashell.
She shall.
Can you
It
do a
looks
song with
perverted.
it? It
It's
looks
a
perverted.
conch
Yeah.
or conch.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks
That was
like a
beautiful.
vagina.
Thanks. I got a couple of things. I just don't know when it's gonna freeze again, so I'm scared. I got this necklace. It's like a little compass.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Did it freeze again?
Does it work like a compass, or is it just
Nope.
like a picture of a compass?
No, it's just a metal, like a token. A token.
A token?
Yeah. God.
Don't I?
And
Wow, she died.
I went shopping. I went to Spencer's. More like Spenders.
Spenders.
I bought a whole bunch of shirts. Whole bunch. Is it still frozen? Hello? It's frozen.
No, you're good.
Back now.
You get them from
This
the
is
wall.com?
this is the
Chad, did
the
you
shirt.
get
This is the shirt.
the
It says, "Here comes the apocalypse."
That's perfect. Please, yes.
Yeah.
I need that shirt too. I'm ready. I'm ready
And that's
for
it.
it.
That's my week.
Beam me up.
Before you go. Beat me up before you go.
That's my week. That's all. That's all. Go to Alec.
All right. Poor little Jazz. What did I do all week? Well, I platinumed Death Stranding, Director's Cut.
Did you cheese it? You fuck.
It took me 126 hours recording to the
God
PS5.
damn.
If it was
Yeah.
127,
See,
you could have
there
kept
you
your eye.
go. You earned that one. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Just wait for next week. I'm going to ruin it for you. Um, I also platinumed and played a new game to me, which was what Jazz brought up on the last Wardcast, Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. So that was interesting. But yeah, so it's a completely RNG. You don't get to choose what happens. You literally either get two maps and you just wait for random ducks to appear, and then once you collected all the ducks, you save the game, you load the game again, and because sometimes the ducks can just fuck off. So if you load the game again, then the ducks will have better chance to do what you want it to do for the trophies. So yeah, that took me about 5 days to get the platinum. So yeah. Um I played AEW Fight Forever, the new wrestling game.
Forever.
Forever. And yeah, it turns out you can't fight forever because the game crashed on me the second
Oh
match I had.
no.
So
Who
it's
do
like,
you know who developed it?
it
Was it
was I think
Ukes?
yeah, it was essentially the old ones that did WWE before it was taken over by 2K.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep. They have a reputation for making fucking broken, fucked up shit. Or at least these days they do.
I mean, 2K aren't better.
No.
No, so like this is why I probably play old retro wrestling games because they're just better. And it's like when I play the newer ones, it's just boring.
That's
It's
just
like
video games in general. Let's be
yeah,
real.
it's like the the fun of video games is that you can do stuff that you can't do in real life, right? So why do they want to release a product that releases every year that some wrestlers are just replaced with new talent, and it's just more trying to become more realistic to the actual product. And I'm like, I don't want to play that. I want to play fucking goofy things. So yeah, it's struggling to be a wrestling fan. I still watch WWE pay-per-views, but I'm fading.
I went through
I'm
that a
tapping out.
long time ago.
Uh, I played Exo Primal.
Oh no, why? You didn't buy it,
Well,
did you? Did you play Lee's?
yeah, I played Lee's.
Okay, good. Thank
Um,
God. Don't support that shit.
so what I would say it's a potential good multiplayer game. But you wouldn't play it for hours and hours. Let's put it that way.
Then it's
It's
not a
like
good multiplayer game because that's the whole point of them.
so, and
In
yeah,
fact, it's a games as a service. If it has no longevity, it's garbage.
I mean, the
yeah,
first part of that, I disagree, Sean. You can have like casual type of multiplayers, and they're fine, and they get lots of money. Cough among us, cough.
It makes no sense to like if you're not going to invest in a service-based game, then you're just like clearly you're not enjoying that kind of a game, right? You just happen to like you're funding that market. Like you're saying, "Hey, market, we like games like this," even though you're not liking it enough to invest time. Like it's a service-based game. Like the whole point of them making that game is to play it long term, to continue to put money into it and buy it and play it more and more and keep going. But if you're just giving them the money to support that and you're not actually enjoying that kind of a game, then everybody loses because they're going to continue to make more
yeah,
games like that. But clearly, that's not the game for you because you don't want to play it anymore. So, like, unless you're going to spend the time and play a lot, like, it hurts, it damages the industry by funding that kind of game.
No, no,
see,
no, no, no.
that's the
How about
problem with
this?
that kind of game because, like, unless you're really good at it, you spend X, Y, and Z getting the the all the best shit. Then they're just always going to kill you. It's exactly like when what was that fucking Resident Evil game that came out? Not Reverse, the one
Outbreak?
before it.
Not
Not
Oh,
Outbreak.
I can't even remember the name.
No,
Resistance.
yeah, that's it. It's that crap. Um,
Yes.
So like you have OP, fucking, that's already got all the top stop stats, and when you're a newbie coming into that game, you just can't win. So it's going to be the same thing with Exo Primal, I can just
Mm.
tell. And so the one takeaway I had from Exo Primal is that there's a red-headed chick and there's dinosaurs that's been put onto the RE engine. So I'm just like, they could make a Dino Crisis remake.
Crisis.
The question is, why the fuck wouldn't you just do that? You've got a
Maybe they
redhead
don't have the rights
female
to it.
character.
What?
It's Capcom, of course they do. They
I know,
created
but
it.
like something about it. Like how you were talking about my favorite Parasite Eve. The reason why they named the third one the third birthday is because they didn't have the rights to something. Something got lost. Something didn't work out right. So they couldn't. They had the character, but they didn't have the name to the dang thing. So they had to name it
Well,
Third
Parasite
Birthday.
Eve was based on a
A
novel, I
book.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's different. Capcom created Dino Crisis. They own the entirety of it. Like there's no excuse. So like you own all the assets, the name, everything that is Dino Crisis, but you're not going to make a Dino Crisis, but you're going to make a character that looks just like the character in that, and you're going to theme it exactly the fucking same as that game. And like you have fans clamoring for a new one, and you don't make that, and you make this. What the fuck? Why?
They should have, if that's the case, they should have maybe thrown in, I don't know if they did or they will, but thrown in little hints that it's within the same world and call it a spiritual successor.
Oh, that would piss me off even more.
Why?
I mean, you could go as like, well, this is what happens from Dino Crisis 3, where we fuck the bed. Yeah, this is cool connected. Yeah, why not? Electrified fucking dinosaurs? Sure, why not? Why not? Yeah.
But
No.
I mean, the worst part of it is just the fact that it is a scummy game. You know, it's like I read up a little bit about it. It's getting bombed. It's getting really terrible reviews. But like, it's content light. So it's like full price $60 game that feels like a free to play game. And it's just like, from what I hear, like everywhere you go, it's like buy this, buy this, buy it. Like I hate that shit. Like, don't continually throw shit at me asking for more money. I already gave you money. I bought the game. So like every time I open up a page to do something, I don't want to see buy more, buy more, buy more. Oh, you want to go over here? We'll spend more money. You want to look like this? Spend more money. Like if I want that shit, put it in the store. And then I will go to the store and I'll buy my shit. Don't throw that shit in my face all the time. Like I understand them doing that when it's free to play because yeah, okay, you want to make money and you're letting me play it for free. Okay, that's expected. But when you buy a game for full price, like keep that the fuck out of there. Like it doesn't belong there. It's ridiculous.
I also watched Star Trek Beyond's. I don't really know why. I was at work and it was on. I ended up watching the whole damn thing.
Oh wow,
It-
liking it that much?
I mean, it was either that or actually do some work, and I was just like, all right. Well, to be fair, they were actually asleep, and I was just like, all right, just gonna watch this, I suppose. Kill a few hours. It was okay, but I'm just like, I'm still not a Trekkie or Wars fan. It's like, fine.
At least you
It's
gave
just,
it a chance.
yeah,
I want to say they're
okay.
vastly different things.
I
They're
know. I
vastly
just do that
different.
to piss people off.
Like me. Hi, Jess. You look
Hi,
like
Jess.
TikTok.
Do you guys hear yourself echoing back when you talk?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm on my phone. The image is way better. The sound does not cut off unless I'm a robot.
No, you're good.
No. Did
It's a
you
bit
check
louder.
mark the thing?
You guys all keep freezing, but
Can you hear us clearly at least? No.
no.
Right. When it
You
comes
can
to
run
game
both
time,
at
I
the same
think
time.
we're just
Maybe.
let's just go. Just type the answer, and then I'll respond. Okay, so show and tell is The Evil Within, limited edition.
Even if I'm
Oh yeah, I forgot they even did a limited edition. That's cool. What the
Um,
what's in it?
okay, let's open it up. So we have the game,
Ooh.
we have a disc.
My favorite part.
um, Lee has it for the Xbox One as well, so
The limited?
uh, yeah.
That's cool.
So there's this kind of weird reflective shit
Oh,
that
it has like the 3D
Ooh.
kind of thing.
yeah, and there is a book. It's just like a little notebook with some characters in it, so you can doodle and
Oh, that's kind of
you
cool. I
know.
like how they made it like a notebook kind
Journal.
of thing. Yeah, journal. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It looks kind of like a journal.
that's cool.
yeah.
God damn it!
Let's see the back
I
of it.
need that. I forgot that
No.
existed.
It includes the Fighting Chance pack, which well, I got this pre-owned, so yeah, probably don't have that. Sebastian's diary featuring imagery from the game, so that's that, and the 3D limited art card. So yeah, so I picked this up for £5, so I was like, yeah, why not?
Oh wow.
Yeah. So if I see another one, perhaps I'll pick it up for you,
Yeah, I
or I'll just
wonder.
send this to you.
No, no, no.
Well, yeah. Carmen, how was your weeks?
My week
Yeah.
has been kind of poo poo, but not like just in a tiring, busy, kind of stressful way, but not in anything as like not in a things are falling down on my head kind of way. My mom had a major surgery, so in her recovery process and getting her ready for all of that and everything, I've been busy all week long. I've had to support her a lot, visit her a lot, be with her on the day of surgery, from like literally sun up to like midnight or like 1 a.m. I forgot. It was a long day though. So I haven't had time to do hardly any fun things or really have any actual rest. So between that and work, because I have been working also, of course, except for one day that I took off. So I haven't really, I literally cannot remember what, if anything, I played. I think I played a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of Plastic Ducks, duckies. I think that may have been it. Um, I remember watching Brave again, but I think that was last weekend. Um, so I haven't done a heck of a lot, and whatever I have done, I can't really remember it. I have worked more on my project that that Sean knows about, and should I just say it?
Up to you.
That I've been working on. So 2 months ago, I started to make a music video for Resident Evil 3, the remake. And Jazz got me the footage, and that was very nice and generous of her. But it wasn't actually, it was the footage that she had provided Sean for his 2020 Resident Evil 3 music video, No Stars. But I started to create a music video 2 months ago, and it was pretty awesome. If I do say so myself. But I worked on it to about 75% and then kind of gave up. I was burnt out or something. And then I picked it up again little by little. And so I worked on it a little bit more this week. But my problem is that now I'm dealing with, if you ever like accidentally saved over something or fuck something up and didn't realize that it was fucked up until you made other changes. And so like I lost like a section, but it was a pretty good section. Like I'm missing like a good like 20-second section that I had accidentally deleted it or something, didn't realize, and I was working on like the tail end of the thing, and then I'm playing it back, and where's this 20 seconds? Oh no, it's gone. So then I'm at this point like trying to recreate and consolidate like 3 different save files to fix that shit. Because in addition to that, because I believe in saving, and
Wow.
I save.
What the fuck?
But things can still happen, you know. I try and save very well. I have about 12 saves on the project, but still things got fucked up, so I had to go back to an older save and kind of like plug it into the newer save and do all this shit. And I accidentally saved over save 10. So what would actually be save 12 is labeled as save 10, and the original save 10 is now gone because I saved over it on accident somehow. Anyway, but I'm been messing with that, and I've been having some fun with that, and maybe one day I can't. What you what?
what?
You can restore your computer, like you can do a restore to previous times.
I could, but
Sounds
I
dangerous.
also, yeah. I think you had to have that turned on to begin with. Otherwise, it won't create the backup files, and I don't think I have that turned on.
So much for being a saver.
How what?
So much for being a saver.
Yeah, so much for okay. But I try. Anyway, I've been having fun with that, and I've been thinking about that a lot. And one of these days when I'm actually fucking done, I will show it to the world, because I think I think it'll be good enough to show to the world. And for my show and tell, again, I haven't done a whole heck of a lot of anything. I don't buy new things. I bought just a few of small things on the Steam sale, but not anything big. I decided not to buy any of the big things, even some things I really wanted, because either they weren't crossplay or my pooter can't handle it. So
I wouldn't say that.
You and Shayla both say that, and it's like, that's not what that is.
But anyway, did I show my magic eye? It is not a video game, but it is kind of like a game.
I think you did show that already.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's well then
Do a different page.
No, it doesn't matter. I just like it a lot.
I like it so much, I'm going to show it 3 times.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I have some coloring books, but that's even lamer than the magic eye. So that's all I got. So how is a Jonathan?
I'm feeling better. Mostly good.
Dead.
Still a little blah here and there, but I'm getting there. The last like 3 weeks, every time we miss a week, it fucks me up, and I can't remember like what I did what week. So a couple of these I might be retreading. So if I do that, I apologize. But I watched some stuff. I finished all the way through season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. So I got one more season to go for that. Watched the trailer for the Daryl Dixon spinoff thing. God, it looks so bad. Looks so bad. I don't even know why I'm watching it anymore. It's so bad. It just keeps getting worse.
Daryl Dixon?
Yeah. And again, like he's just like the poster child for all the things that I hate about what they did with The Walking Dead, because like I've talked about a million times, like the whole appeal is like, oh, anybody can die at any time, and that's they get further and further away from that. And Daryl Dixon, not only was he not in the source material they made him for the show, but he's been there since season 1, and he made it through 11 seasons, and now he's getting a spin-off. Like, I don't care. Just kill him. I don't want him there anymore. He's been around too long. Get rid of him. Stop it.
Yeah.
Isn't he meant to be in France for some reason?
Yes. It looks so stupid. I don't know why it exists.
Did
I'm
you watch
hoping
the
like
best
Hmm?
movie ever that it has a lot to do with the color pink?
no. Uh, I saw a movie called I don't know if it's Martyrs or The Martyrs. I think it's just Martyrs, and it's I guess it's basically torture porn. It's kind of like a Saw movie, kind of that shit. And
The fuck?
it's a French movie. It's very
Rubbing off on
very
you, John.
fucked up, huh?
I said I'm rubbing off on you.
It's no, it's not like porn. It's torture porn. It's like there's lots and lots of murder and gruesome death
Torture
and
and
some
porn.
yeah, like some people get off on that shit. But yeah, there's
Paris
like
is fucking
Oh
torture.
no.
There's lots of torture. It's a fucked up movie, but it's really good. You like that kind of stuff.
No.
Like if you like
Thanks.
Saw movies and that kind of thing, like it's a good one of those. And I also watched the American remake of it. Really, really awful.
more fucked
It's
up.
it kind of feels like a PG take on the original, and it's like why even bother? They Americanized it. They took all the entertaining shit out of it, and just like everything just got worse. The direction was worse, the acting was worse. Like they took all the good shit out of it. Like why even bother? But yeah, I was just curious. I wanted to see like what the American version looked like, and I regretted it. I watched.
America, stop trying to take everything for yourself. You can't.
Well,
We're
usually
not
America
England.
likes violence. Like, what happened? What the fuck happened?
They crash.
They what? They crashed?
Yeah, because they're pilots.
Wow.
What?
What?
I'm glad the internet didn't just cut out right there. It's so awkward. I've been like,
Eh.
uh.
I did watch that stupid Pink movie. I watched Barbie. I regret it. I feel taken advantage of because like the trailers, they left it ambiguous enough to like make me think that it could actually be entertaining. Like it looked
It really
like a lighthearted kind of like dumb, you know, Barbie movie. And being me and Duel and all that kind of shit, I felt like I owed it to myself to watch it, and I did, and I deeply, deeply regretted it because it's not a fun time.
I think you
Did you
just
even
took the
try to
wrong
do your
messages from the
Barbie doll
show, from the
puzzle I
movie.
sent you rather than going to see that movie?
Do what?
Did you even try to do the Barbie doll puzzle that I sent you rather than going to see the movie?
I should have done that instead.
I will
I'm
tell you
sorry.
what.
Live alone.
I will do it.
understand your position, Sean. I understand your position, but I absolutely can't wait to watch that movie. And
Well, you
I
have fun
have
with
a
that.
feeling that I will love the absolute shit out of it. I promise you. And I will get back to you and I will tell you how much I love it. And I will fight you.
Beth and her sisters are going to see it tomorrow. I'm 2 hours away.
Wow.
I wish I could. I wish.
They
I
didn't
wish I
ask me to join them or anything. It's just like, even if they did, I'd be like, no.
It's really a fucked up movie. Like it's about how shitty men are, basically.
No, it's not though. I think that's the thing. I think that
Have you looked at the
you're
internet? Any conversations about it? Because it's not just me.
yes.
It's not just me that sees this.
It popped up on my feed today.
It's a problem. It's a fucked up,
I don't think it's
mean-spirited movie. It is really
it's
shitty.
not mean spirited. Like poor Ken, right? Like poor Ken, but
No, it's not
it's
poor
not
Ken.
like
It's you shouldn't fucking view men that way. You shouldn't treat anyone that way. Like
but the thing
it's a
is that it
terrible
goes
way
back to the
to tell you
lore
that you
of
should
the
treat
actual.
people in
It
general.
goes
It
back
doesn't
to
matter who they are. Like again, it's separating people. It's creating a bias and it's just
it
I don't want
feeds into the original lore of the original of the game, the original dolls though, because
to a small degree.
Ken was sold as just an accessory back in the 80s, and not even the 80s. Barbie started in the 60s, but like originally he was just an accessory.
So women
That's
are
all.
objects and men are accessories. Done.
That's the story. There it is. Yep.
Mm,
And the
So
ones
hang on.
who go
Is a
in
woman?
between, they're the good, they're the smart ones.
mm.
What is a woman these days?
Oh God.
What?
Anyway.
President, a fighter pilot, an astronaut, a 3-time gold medalist, a teacher, a doctor,
I
I'm a
saw
really good
freaking
swimmer.
ice skater.
Talk to Me. I think
There
I
we go.
mentioned that one last time, but I don't remember.
You watch
I
Top what?
saw Talk to Me.
Top Gun?
So
Talk to
Talk
me.
to Me.
Talk to
Horror
me.
movie. It's a good movie. I
Uh,
saw Elemental. It was okay.
ooh, ooh.
And I saw the new Mission Impossible. I might have mentioned that too. I don't remember. I played some games. I played PUBG and Outriders with Jazz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Didn't you play the Medans?
we also beat Man in Medan 4 or The Devil in Me. And it was the worst one. But we beat it. And we had fun making
Great.
fun of it, as we always do.
Is
Yeah,
that
haven't
still
you literally
uploaded
done that
for?
to every single one?
What's that?
I was going to say, haven't you literally done that to every single one?
Yep.
Did you upload it? Was it?
At least no, I didn't. I think we recorded a little bit of it though. I know Jazz did.
I recorded the glitches.
Yeah. There's a lot of glitches, of course, on Jazz's end.
No.
Yeah, I saw a couple, but she was like constantly living in glitch land, of course.
I always am. Hey, speaking of Outriders, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of that game is amazing. Like the writers for that game are awesome. I love them. They're beautiful people.
They should have worked on Man of Medan.
Yes, please.
Outriders of Medan.
And Lee is correct. I watched Garbage, Smallville, Walking Dead, and the Barbie film. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Smallville's not garbage for the first like 4 seasons.
Yeah, it gets real garbage.
I want to see a crossover of all 3 of those in one.
That'd be kind of amazing.
Just Barbie fighting zombies against Superman.
Barbie versus zombies would
I
be
would watch
so
it.
fucking cool. I don't know why. But like zombie fighter Barbie, I would. Never mind.
Yep.
Wow. I played some Dead by Daylight with Carmen and Michael. I don't know if I talked about that last time. And yeah, I beat Street Fighter 6.
I forgot about that. I was like, is there another Carmen?
Really, really amazing. It's one of the best games I played in a while, which is crazy. I almost have the platinum. I think I need 3, and they're all fucking stupid online ones. One of them, you have to spam likes, I think 500 or 600 times. Like, why? That's just annoying for everybody. That's way too many times. Like, that's something like that. You're never going to get that naturally by just like playing game. Like, nobody even uses the like mechanic. Like, when you have a fight with somebody, you can hit triangle and you give them a thumbs up. Like, no one uses it. So like, you're never going to just get that naturally. So instead, like, I have to just once a day, because there's a cap, once a day I have to run around the lobby and just run up to people and go, good job. And I do that for, like 10 or 15 minutes. And eventually I'll get there. But like, that's just annoying because it just creates like, it's annoying for me. It's probably annoying for the people that I'm running up to. Like, just don't make trophies like that. Nobody benefits from that shit.
I think they do that to create engagement with that.
Yeah, but it's got to be realistic. Like,
I mean, if it's underused, they're like, let's add this trophy.
You earn something by using it, or I don't know. There needs to be some reason for people to, and it's so in the background that like, unless you're actively pursuing like that trophy, I don't even know that you would even notice it's there. Like, it's so in the background. Like, it's just, that's not how you do it. There's better ways to do it. And then there's a couple that are you literally cannot get right now. Like, no one's platinum the game because there's 3 trophies that you literally cannot get right now because they're tied to tournaments. So like, you have to wait for tournaments to happen at some point, and then you have to participate in several tournaments. Why do they have to do trophies like that? It's so fucking annoying. Like, I don't even know if I'll get the platinum because I don't know if I want to wait around and like keep an eye on the Capcom page and wait for a tournament to happen and then enter the tournament. And I have to do that multiple times. Like, why? Why do this to me? I just want the platinum and I want to move on with my life. But other than that, it's been a really, really good game. I've been playing State of Decay because all the Walking Dead I've been watching. I don't know. I just got the desire to play something zombie related, and State of Decay has been on my list for a really long time of a game that I really wanted to play for a long time. So I figured now's a good opportunity to kind of scratch that itch. So I've been playing that. I'm
Nice.
trying to get all the achievements on it. Wow.
It's
I've been
good.
trying to get all the achievements on it. Oh, you played it?
I played it on Steam like years and years ago, like way back when.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's just like
I
it
got
has a
pissed
lot of
off because my favorite character died, and then I couldn't get her back, and I had to play the other fuckers, and I was like, I'm done.
You can die so fast too.
The girl,
It's like
it was the one girl.
comes
She was
out of
super
nowhere.
badass, and then she dies, and I'm like, I'm done. This game, I'm done.
Well, yeah, and you have to grind your ass off to get them to the point where they're actually effective, and then it's like just one little mistake and done. They're fucked.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I got stuck in the bathroom.
You got stuck in a bathroom?
Yeah.
Wow. But I kind of like that because that's kind of how it should be. You know, it's like a zombie apocalypse. Like that's kind of how it would happen. You know, if you're gonna get killed, it's just gonna be like, oh well, shit just got out of control real quick and you died. So like I kind of appreciate that about it, but it is frustrating.
But you get it. I still have a screenshot on my computer. You get a trophy for letting the zombies eat you.
You do.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Sean would love this.
When you die, you can also like blow yourself up. Like you can pull out a grenade and just explode. There's a trophy or
the game is actually pretty creepy.
Is that like a as you die thing, like fuck all you for killing me kind of a thing?
Yeah, like you have to like sit there and watch yourself get torn apart by the zombies. But if you have like an explosive, you can pull out the explosive and just blow yourself up. It's great. But yeah, it's like I feel like at the time it probably would I could have appreciated it more, but like seeing it now, it's really rough. Like it feels like a really solid foundation for something amazing.
It needs a remaster.
But it didn't. Yeah, and I'm playing the original. I'm playing the Xbox 360 version because I downloaded it. I have the Xbox One. I don't know if it's a remaster or if they just like put all the DLC on there and like re-released it. I'm not really sure what it is. I have both versions, but I figured I'd play the one that
there's also
I have digital.
Probably much nicer.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like it makes me really excited to try 2, and then they're doing 3 at some point. So like I'm really curious to see what they did with 2 and what they plan on doing with 3, because like what's there in the original is just like it's really, really promising. Like they do some really amazing things in that game that I don't really see in a lot of other like survival games or zombie games. And I just feel like if they built off of what they had there, they could make something really, really good. And maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe 2 is amazing. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to try to go through and get all the achievements, but some of them are really, really annoying. And my game hard locked, so I had to fucking restart the game all over. Like it locked up and I can't do anything. Like it ended my game and I had to delete my save and start over.
That is ultra fucked.
Yeah, I mean it's not a very long game, but like I beat the base game, and then there's like a story DLC, and then there's something called Breakdown, and that's where it hard locked. And that's really annoying because the whole point of Breakdown is like there's like 5 or 6 objectives that you have to do like each time you play it. Like you're supposed to play it over and over again, and like each time it gets more difficult and the tasks that you have to do change, and they're unique to each playthrough. So it's like, okay, well, this playthrough you have to like upgrade every single element of your camp, or you have to kill 150 zombies with a certain weapon. And if you don't do it all in that one playthrough, you have to start all over. So like I'm midway through all these different objectives and it hard locked on me. So all that progress gone. Yeah, not great. I almost quit at that point, but I'm trying. We'll see. I'm gonna try to go through and get all the achievements, but my tolerance is going away.
Hey, completely unrelated, but I just remembered one other game that I played a little bit of, which was Dreamlight Valley.
Is that the Disney thing?
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's
terrible.
I'm sure that didn't have any problems.
I'm not saying
What?
it's good. I'm saying it's
I'm
cute.
sure that didn't have any problems.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
harmless
pretty much it. I might have lost a bunch of files on my computer, important machinima files, but I've been going through my computer and trying to sort and organize things to see kind of what I'm missing. Once I get all that done and in line and I know what I need to recapture, I want to start working on machinima again. So
I'm
yeah,
really, really sad for you for possibly having lost all the things, but I am glad that it has gotten you to do the organizing.
yeah,
It's a really shitty
desktop
trade-off,
looks
though.
like way better. My desktop
Yeah.
is like almost clean.
You know, I would,
So-
I would, you know, I always say I would help you if I could, and I'm good at organizing that shit. But then you did also mention that like everything is linked to like project file linkage stuff, and I've dealt with accidentally breaking that stuff, like just now learning how to edit and stuff. So I understand.
Yeah, I've had to be kind of creative about that stuff because like I'm breaking the paths, but I'm doing it with intent. Like I know by moving things, I'm breaking things, but I'm making like a specific folder that identifies the fact that everything in here is broken and it all belongs to whatever project. So I can go back and kind of
relink it,
somewhat easily relink everything. So it should be okay. But
yeah.
I think that did verify that I for sure lost some stuff because I did find a project file and I opened it and like all like without me moving anything, there was a bunch of broken pathways, which means the files aren't there anymore.
Oh, but hey, you could see the file name and shit, and you could be like, oh yeah, I know, I specifically lost like Jill 102.
That doesn't help me get it back.
But at least you know, I don't know, something.
And knowing is half the butthole. We need this.
Yeah, go Joe. What?
What?
What? Show and tell. You can. It's been hiding here in the corner.
I've been looking at it. I'm like, he has an ominous box.
It is.
It's the stick
It is
in the box.
the Assassin's Creed Syndicate Collector's Edition.
It has a drawer. Pull on the drawer. I want to see the drawer. Open the whole thing up. I want to see everything.
I still haven't played it. I know it's surprising.
Take it out of the package.
At that point, no.
But yeah, it's got a statue. It's kind of neat.
Take them out and play with them.
No, you're lucky I did that much.
Take
And
them
then
out.
it's got a little drawer at the bottom that opens up.
But what's inside the drawer?
It's got. I got this when I was still playing on Xbox, so it's the gross Xbox version. It's got a copy of the game, and it's the gold edition, I think, with all the DLC. That's probably all expired, so that's great. And it's got.
If you opened it up right
art
away.
Book. I fucking hate these art books. They're all so generic. I feel like they have an art book company that just makes all the art books ever made because they all look like this. They're all the fucking same. Yeah, artwork and stuff.
It's so dark.
And racism. It's got. I thought it had a steel book, but I guess it's got a map.
Poster.
Like something about whiskey. Where is it? I don't know. Yeah. But what really pisses me off about this is when I ordered it, it arrived damaged.
Yay!
And it was not cheap. And
contact them. Make them give
did.
you a replacement.
Ubisoft is garbage, and they wouldn't refund me. And they wouldn't.
Would they replace you?
They kept saying over and over, "Oh, it's limited quantities. We're waiting for them to be replenished," and blah blah blah. I was fucking going back and forth with them for over a year, and I don't know. You can't really see it. Kind of see it on the edge there. There's kind of like a tear.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not super bad, but like it's not great.
Honestly, you might be able to fix that.
After arguing with them for a year, they gave me a discount code of like 30% off of a Ubisoft title. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. At least I got something. And I went to use it. And the thing that I picked didn't qualify for the discount. So I was like, whatever. I just gave up and I was just done with it.
You might be able to fix that with some map Mod Podge.
It was not a good experience. And this showed up in the mail today or a couple days ago. I got Last of Us on Blu-ray. That's cool. It comes in a little like sleeve thingy, which is nice.
See,
Yeah. That show's garbage. No, I'm just kidding. It's a good show. I just it makes me upset that they did things. It's a good show though. I'm glad to have it. It could have been a lot worse. So there you go.
Still time.
Season 2 is going to be real bad. I can't even imagine. But yeah, we've done it. We've done it.
Hey, I forgot honorable mentions of stuff I've played.
Yeah.
Was it Disney? Sorry.
I meant watched. I watched that musical, Cannibal the Musical.
Oh yeah.
It's great fun. I turns out I was asking Sean if he's seen it. It turns out that it's on YouTube, like the full movie. So we could do a watch party and get as many people. Do a watch party and watch it together over Discord. Because it's really funny.
I have an honorable mention of a thing I watched, but I'm trying to remember the name of it. Huh?
We watched Nimona.
We watched Nimona, and yes, it was so good. And
it was super good.
It was so good that like that exact same day, I went out and I didn't physically go out. I was on my phone. I from my library app, I downloaded the actual.
So I went original... out, but not like really. It was in Fortnite.
No. I borrowed the original graphic novel and read that all in one day. It was super easy. It was only 267 pages or something like that, and then like half of the memoir of the person who wrote Nimona. But the thing that I watched other than Nimona was the what was that opera with the the generic opera.
Repo,
the generic opera.
Genetic opera.
The genetic opera.
Generic?
Yeah,
How dare you?
The genetic opera. It was interesting.
Wow.
She had never seen it before. It's like one of the best movies ever.
And she didn't even like it. Wow.
With starring Anthony Stewart Head.
No, but she's looking forward to the Barbie movie, so.
Yeah.
So that should tell you everything.
Wow.
Wow. Are you insulting me right now, Alec?
Me insulting someone? Never.
Yeah.
Never. Go to hell, Michael.
What time is it, Sean?
It's time for some news.
What happened? What was that?
It's got to be really confusing for people that don't know. Like it's just like this random thing, and then it's gone, and then we do news.
No, it's literally Resident Evil 7.
You should flash. You should flash the part that actually says time for some news.
It's not Village.
For like a second.
It could be worse.
Just flash it for like a second. Like literally like a subliminal sort of like one frame goes time for some news.
Time for some news. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah. All right. News time. Why is it all funky? God darn it.
Silent Hill.
Attention. Silent Hill attention.
Ask in Sean.
Wow. Genvid explains what Silent Hill Ascension actually is, because we don't even know what the fuck it is. Well, we didn't.
Is it symbolic?
If you didn't know, Silent Hill Ascension is the upcoming community-driven interactive series from Konami.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yep. Upon its unveiling, not much detail was given as to what the project was actually going to be. They just kind of showed it and they were like, it's going to be an event. And they left it at that. The creative team behind Ascension Genvid Entertainment has broken the silence, ha, 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 ha,
Yeah.
and
Now
have
it's
given
a
us
lab
a bit more information on what to expect. In a inside look video, the team explained that Ascension will be an interactive CG show that will play out like some of the Netflix, the previous released Netflix interactive stories like Minecraft and
Those are
Black
ridiculous but
Mirror.
fun.
What?
I said those are ridiculous and fun. And the
I
only
don't
thing
like
that
them. I don't think they work very well.
I enjoyed the
I
they're
like
kind of clunky.
I like the idea, but it could just be my experience was bad because like every time there's like a choice, it's so choppy and delayed and it fucks with the stream. It could just be I had a shitty connection. I don't know.
And maybe it
But
was a shitty connection. Have you seen the one with Kimmy Schmidt? It's good.
you know, I
loved it.
could
It was
never get into
ridiculous.
Kimmy Schmidt. I wanted
Oh my
to, but
god,
I don't know. There's something about it.
I love Kimmy Schmidt so much. It is fucking ridiculous, and I just love her.
But yeah, so
And the whole show.
not going to be a game like we thought it was going to be. It's going to be a show, and it's going to be interactive to a degree. The show will air live, and the audience will have a set time to vote on what direction the story goes. The majority of votes will shape where the story goes and who lives or dies. These decisions are said to solidify the canon of the story. They didn't really clarify what the fuck that means. Hopefully, they're not changing the lore. I assume they mean like wherever this story goes, this particular story, you know, the fans will participate in the solid canon of this individual story.
You know what
Because that
I
would
heard?
be a mistake to fuck with the past. What's up?
The writers are on strike, so we're gonna figure out a way to write a show, but have the fans write it for
Yeah,
us.
the fans will write it for free.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be
Have
live
you been
because
hearing how they're going to try?
we don't have to pay you.
There's going to be a lot of AI stories.
Yeah,
coming
does that
out
mean that we
are
get
just really
royalties because technically we impacted the outcome of the story?
Oh God!
Ooh, class
I
action
demand
loyalty lawsuit.
royalties.
What?
It was also mentioned that the story takes place all over the world and involves many different people. So some
Wow.
of my concerns are that they clearly seem to be losing the focus of the core experience. Like if you're into Silent Hill, like Silent Hill games are typically smaller, more like intimate stories. So the fact that it's like there's a big group of people and it's like all these people have these intertwining stories or whatever, like that's not really Silent Hill. That's not what it's about.
Well, it could
So
be like an intimate
why
story. Like maybe 5 different people on 5 different continents all have like parallel intimate stories. Like they all have their own thing going on. They'll never meet and they'll never like.
none of that makes sense for Silent Hill? And it's just
They
like
all
this,
got a
this is
mysterious
the
message.
this is the other that all tell them randomly to come to Silent Hill. That'd be dumb as fuck. But yeah, so the game is called Silent Hill and it takes place all over the world. What?
Yeah.
It's fucking Silent Hill. It's called Silent Hill because
It's
it takes place in Silent Hill.
mobile.
Okay, hear me out. You know how there's like multiple like well, I don't know if you know, but
It's
like
like
there's
Chinatown.
multiple like no, not like you know how there's been multiple like mysterious parts of the planet that are a lot like the Bermuda Triangle. When if you remember when the Bermuda Triangle was a real big thing, there's like
Still
is it because I haven't heard hardly anything.
That's because the people who went there didn't come back.
Like
Hey,
there might be multiple like
Hello.
places on the planet that are just like Silent Hill, but it's like silent.
Is this called just like Silent Hill?
yeah.
It's like
That's dumb. It
silent
doesn't
Russian
make sense.
town,
Like
silent Japanese town.
they already like touched on this as like they did this in 4 where it's like, okay, well, there's this guy, he's locked in a room. It's not in Silent Hill, but there's like a portal that takes him to Silent Hill. That's about as far as you should go, and even that was problematic. So like to just be like, we're just not going to be in Silent Hill, period. That's fucking stupid. And this isn't the only game to do that. There's this game, and then there's what, like Silent Hill F, I think is what it's called, takes place in
What?
Japan. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, they clearly don't understand what the fuck they're making.
So my
So
theory,
again, instead of making a new IP, they're sticking the Silent Hill name on it, hoping fans won't,
Mhm.
get pissed.
That's the new
They're
play. It's like
diluting the yeah
they don't want to risk making a new. See, this is what I don't understand.
motherfuck.
Like, you have, like, most companies are deathly afraid to make a new IP, so they'll just
Mhm.
take the brand name and make the wrong game, a completely different game, and just slap the title on it to make money. And then you have fucking Capcom, who has the IP in Dino Crisis to fucking use the IP and make a new one, and they don't. What the hell is happening? I don't
Again,
understand.
this goes
Yeah.
back to, like, I feel like it was maybe a year ago or something that we had a whole long discussion. Oh, I'm sorry, my ADD. I forgot. We
Survivor
had a
Horror
whole
fan said, in my opinion, Downpour was trash. I didn't like it one bit. Now it's getting worse. Yeah,
oh
I feel like Downpour kind of has Resident Evil like 5 and 6 syndrome, where like I actually kind of enjoyed Downpour as a game, as like a horror game, but yeah, it's a terrible Silent Hill game.
Just like
so
Seven and Village
7.
is would have
oh
been
yeah,
fine.
the
Own IP.
Yeah.
where we need the passionate people to be given we need the passionate people to be the ones who are creative directors or um, producers of the franchises
Well,
and
that's what's
everything.
funny too,
Everything
is like
works out better.
everybody that's working on all these new Silent Hill games are all like, "Oh yeah, we love the originals. We're huge fans. We want to do it justice." Blah blah blah.
And then
But
they
it's just like
Right.
clearly you don't
I mean,
understand the fucking source material. Like, what are you
Paul
talking
W. S.
about?
Anderson said the same thing about Resident Evil.
Exactly. It doesn't
And
mean.
look what he did.
And the what is it, Christoph Gans or whatever, the guy that did the rebooted Resident Evil movie, he said the same fucking thing, and look how that ended up.
I
It
wonder if
doesn't
that's just
mean
like you
anything.
lying on an interview or lying on a
It's
resume
probably
just to get
PR
the
shit.
job.
It's like, oh, I played it for a couple hours when I was a kid, or like that makes me a fan. It's probably some dumb shit like that, or either that, or they're just saying it to,
Get the job.
create that investment. It's like, oh, come see my movie because I'm a fan like you. It's garbage.
Yeah.
I also want to touch on another Silent Hill related bit of news that I kind of dismissed before. Bloober, the team working on the Silent Hill 2 remake, recently stated that they are done making psychological horror games and will transition into making, quote, mass market horror.
Right.
Yay.
Despite that sounding completely gross and unappealing, I just kind of brushed it off, assuming that this was going to happen after they make Silent Hill 2 remake. But no, that's not the case at all. Silent Hill 2 remake will be their first product under the new direction of mass market horror. So they quit making psychological horror games just in time to do Silent Hill 2.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
So, what's the difference between the two?
Quality. Sorry.
What's the difference between what?
Between the psycho thing and the mass murder, whatever you just said.
Psychological horror versus mass market horror.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the difference between those two?
Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure
Mass
those are
market
two
is-
completely contradictory things. Like,
Yeah.
psychological horror is more niche, like,
and intimate, and it kind
Yeah.
of like psychological horror plays on your own like actual natural it gets inside you. It kind of plays to something that is like, how do I say, it on your natural human like fears of like the dark, the unknown, the maybe existential kind of shit, like stuff that would really, not something so blatant, but stuff that would really get inside your head and fuck you up to where you're like thinking about it months later and you're like, wow, like this could really happen, or oh man, that'd be terrible if like, like the thing like if you're losing your mind kind of a shit, or as opposed to blatant, bloody, gory, basic shit.
It's Silent Hill 1 or 2 or 3 compared to Resident Evil 6. That's your difference. Because
Right. Okay. I'm
mass
confused
appeal
because
mass appeal is action and like over the top fucking bro dude military, like that's mass market.
Overt
so
stuff,
I'm
like
with
an
you now.
overt threat, like
Games
not
as a
saying that
service.
this is horror. Not
That's
saying that
another
this
one.
is.
So they went with saying they're going to do a mass market one for Silent Hill 2 remake.
Right.
And you see how this is a problem.
The definition of fucking Silent Hill 2 is psychological horror. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I had hope, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
We asked, isn't Resident Evil considered mass market horror? I mean, it is now, and it can kind of get away with it because of the position that like they're rehashing, like they've built a mass market audience with Village and Seven, and they capitalized on the original fan base with the remake. So they're in a sweet spot where it's like they're delivering original like survival horror kind of gameplay to a degree. I mean, it's still modernized and broken, but they're taking that kind of concept and they're delivering it to a larger audience. So they're not going to be able to get away with that forever. Like they're going to go through as many remakes as they can, and it's just going to fall apart if they continue to try to market it as a mass market like horror, because that's not the audience.
Yeah. Well, they're even if it's not the original audience, I bet they're betting on that there'd be enough of people who'd be okay with it. Enough of an audience, maybe not the audience, maybe not the original audience, but enough of somebody who'll buy that shit. Which may be the case. But I was just thinking that the original Resident Evil 1 could have been considered, even the remake, because the remake's all I've played, because you know me, would have maybe been considered psychological horror a little bit, because in that game,
really.
in that context, well, you didn't know quite what was going on.
Yeah, but
everything.
That's not really what it is.
Okay, fine. Maybe it was a stretch. But
what did you say, Jazz?
I was answering to survival horror fan. If anyone else feel like this is a cash grab at this point, and I went, hell yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
100%.
What do you mean at this point?
Well, again, like there was a moment where I kind of bought into it, where I'm like, okay, well, yeah, no matter what, it's a cash grab on some level. But the way that they marketed it originally, and they're like, oh, we want to be true to the original game, blah, 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 blah. And, the trailer gave us, debatable some hope. But now it's just like, if they're approaching this as a mass market horror game and not a psychological horror game, then it's already going to fail. Like by default, you're not being true to the source material, because it was a psychological horror game and now it's not. So you just told us you're not giving us that. So you're lying.
They may be, you know what? Maybe it's I know this sounds like a little like not precise, but maybe they're kind of doing it in a shallow sort of way, where they assume that if the setting is the same, the mechanics are the same or whatever, that it's, if they keep enough of the surface level things the same, then they can say that it is that it's keeping in spirit of the original. But that's
what you just said makes sense, because it doesn't. That is not how that works.
No, what I'm saying is, I know that's not how it works, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
is that
misleading
they're trying to say,
completely. You're literally just The paint
get
on
what
the
I'm saying?
surface looks like what you want it to be, but
But it's
underneath
not
that,
deep.
it's something completely different.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Just like the
saying
Barbie
that.
movie.
Hey,
I
no,
think I
no.
understand what Carmen's saying, actually. It's like
That
they're doing enough to make you feel like, oh, this is going to be what you hope it's to be. And then when they actually produce it, they're like, ah, got ya.
Yeah,
kind of, but
that's
not
exact.
really, and not really. It got you. What I'm saying is that it is like they're doing enough like on the surface level so that it looks like, let's say in a screenshot or something, that it would look to be the same and it would look to be in keeping with the original. But then when you get into like the tone or the actual story or something, when you get into the depth of it, there is no depth. Like I'm saying like,
That's what Alec just said. He was just confirming what you were saying. And that's what I
yeah.
was saying as well. That's exactly what that's the problem with
That's also
everything these days.
Jazz,
Like
you say it.
they're literally just trying to dupe people to get the sales.
Mhm.
And also like whatever they're making that's not true to the original also has mass appeal, so that once they get it out there, they get the buy-in from the people that think they're getting what they want, and they're not, but they're releasing a game that's going to have mass appeal and it's going to sell on that
Mhm.
element as well. Like they're just
You
looking
know
at
what?
money. How do we get the most money?
It'd be
Money.
messed up, but it'd be like messed up, hilarious, and awesome, and kind of a pipe dream is if when a company pulls this kind of shit, if there was a lot of sales, everybody bought it, and then everybody refunded it.
That's the thing. You
Like
can't do that with games.
to
That's why
to a
it's important that you spend
tiny
your money
extent.
properly. Well,
But I
there
mean,
is no
like,
expense period. Like there's a law that reinforces that. You cannot buy a video game, play it. Like once you open a physical copy, you're done. And then the only digital retailer that's going to give you any kind of an exchange is going to be Steam. And
STEM,
they only allow you to do that. What is it, a 2-hour window or something like that?
2 hours or 10%, whichever comes first.
Right. So again, like, yeah, there's a little teeny tiny bit of leeway there. But for the most part, like if you play a game enough to give it a real chance, you can't return it. And they're counting on that shit.
Mhm.
They get away with things because of that. Shit, Resident Evil 5 and 6 did really, really well because of 4. People relied on the brand name in the previous games to expect something similar, and they didn't deliver similar, but they sold like crazy because of the brand name and the expectation.
So even if it
So
comes across, what's the opposite? What's the word that's opposite of acclaim? Critical, like badness. If they receive like negative reviews and everything, they've already gotten what they want, which is the money.
yeah, they made a shit ton of money off of Resident Evil 5 and 6, but the fans fucking hated them. They capitalized on the brand name, the
Yeah.
expectation, and they got away with it because of that. Limited run games is bringing some bangers to the physical market. Yay!
And mash,
Physical media. Good job,
fingers
everybody.
and mash.
God damn it, son of a biscuit. Fucking there.
So what's coming, Sean?
Does anybody recognize that character?
Echo.
Yeah, Gecko.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm proud of you
Cooper.
guys. Good job. What?
It's Alice Cooper.
Wow, that is correct.
Yeah,
Is that the name of a band?
I don't know. Yeah,
during limited run games' press conference, a couple surprising announcements were made. First of which is Gex, the collection for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC. The reveal was nothing more than a teaser announcement trailer that didn't show anything, unfortunately, but they did confirm it'll be Gex 1, 2, and 3. They didn't give us any information as to whether it's going to be like a remake or a remaster or if it's going to have any additional bells and whistles. But generally speaking, when they they do some kind of a collection like this, it's generally some kind of a remaster or an upscale or something. They typically add something to it. So it's probably going to be along the lines of that. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I haven't played Gex in forever, but I used to be a pretty big Gex fan. I really liked I think it was 2. I don't think I ever played the original. I played a little bit of 3 and I really liked 2. But yeah, it's really cool. It'll be a good way to play these after a long time, and it'll give me a chance to go through the entire trilogy because I never got to play all of them.
And if you make a machinima, you can call it Gex Fucked.
Wow.
I like it.
And it's physical.
I
Thank
am
God.
a fan of Gex.
Physically gets fucked.
Physically get fucked. Another
Yes.
announcement was another Castlevania collection in the form of Castlevania Advance collection is on the way. Obviously, this one's going to be featuring the Game Boy Advance titles. The collection includes Castlevania Circle of the Moon on Game Boy Advance, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow on Game Boy Advance, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance on Game Boy Advance, and for some reason, Castlevania Dracula X on SNES. Did they put that one in there by mistake? Like, what? It's like all Game Boy Advance stuff and then Super Nintendo. Why? What the fuck? It's like they ran out of games and they had to have one more.
Yes, I was going to
It's very,
exactly
very
say
weird.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these games are going to be remastered. They're going to include quality of life improvements such as save states and rewind feature. It will also come with a music player, art gallery, a region switcher, which is kind of cool. So you can switch it back between American, PAL, and Japanese. Some of the different ports have different features and stuff like that. So that'll be kind of cool. And it will include an encyclopedia on the included games as well. Kind of a neat little collection. What?
Sorry.
You're going to say something, Carmen?
Oh no, I was just agreeing, like with my head nods and my thinking.
Oh.
It just sounds like sounds good.
Like I like this. It's cool. This is the 3rd Castlevania collection that they're releasing, and it's nice that they're bringing them, making them all accessible again. But like in the midst of all these revivals and like remasters or whatever, like how about we do a new Castlevania? Like that'd be kind of nice, maybe. Why have all this Castlevania fanfare and no new Castlevania game?
Because they are afraid.
We've been waiting a long time. If they were ever going to do it, like now would be the time. People are, getting reinvested in the franchise and, they're getting the itch to play Castlevania again. Like, why would you not capitalize on that free publicity and put out a new one?
You know why?
Because they're fucking cowards. That's why.
Because Konami are a bunch of wankers.
Exactly. The collection is going to be on PS4, Xbox Series, and Switch. Pre-orders are going to open on July 28th for a reasonable $35. It's not too bad.
Still wankers.
Wow.
Talk to me when I talk to me about Steam.
Though to be fair, the digital collection's like, I don't know, $15 or $20 or something like that, but still not bad. $35 for a physical version is pretty good. And usually they have like goodies in the case, like they'll at least have like an instruction manual or some kind of collectible or something. So it's like, it's not bad. $35 is totally reasonable. And most importantly, they announced an enhanced version of the original SNES Clock Tower, which is really cool. This will be the first time the game has made its way outside of Japan, and therefore will be the first time the game is available in English. It will be remastered, will offer save states, art galleries, and more. It's pretty typical when they do remasters at this point. This enhanced version will also include new music and a new anime-style opening cutscene for some reason. It's kind of weird. It doesn't really fit with the rest of the game, but all right. Clock Tower is set to release sometime in 2024 on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC.
Do you think she'll eat paper?
I hope so.
Confusion.
Since when
I'm,
does
I'm so
Or
confused.
call Jesus who's masturbating.
I missed something.
It was a machinima challenge. You had to be there.
Oh,
Which
okay.
watch the content.
Wow.
I will when there's a watch party. Brr.
All of these images are fucked up. Oh, that's not right.
Rip. Rip.
Come on, there we go. It's like a balloon. You got to pump it full of air, and then it like stretches, and there you go.
I'm so confused.
I fixed it.
Pops.
Well, no, the image, like, did you see it? It was like it looked like it was like expand. It's fine.
He was having stretch problems.
Yeah, I was trying to fit the
He's-
image in the
he's
box. It
trying to
wasn't
get it.
working out.
He's trying to get it to extend.
So Sony goes hard into disposable. God damn it! Ruining everything. Sony. I can't even say it anymore.
He done bad.
Sony's gonna do a bunch of disposable games in 2026. There you go. The dreaded dystopian future of video games gets ever closer as Sony has grand plans for 2026. According to a report from Nikkei, a Japanese business website, Sony intends to allocate 60% of all PlayStation 5 development spending into live service games, specifically for the year ending in March 2026, and will have at least 12 live service games running that year. That's fucking gross. Fucking 60%. Yeah. Most people probably won't even have the money or the time to invest in all of those games.
Mhm.
And again, it goes back to like live service games should demand your attention and you should want to give it to the game, but you can't do that across 12 different games, like not enjoyably. I mean, I guess maybe if those are the only games that you play, but
They're pumping them out.
gross.
Bless you.
Unfortunately, this is
Bless your
coming
hiccup.
from one of the few companies who are currently still releasing full-fledged AAA single-player experiences. I think that's what hurts the most. But it's safe to say that once this change of direction is made, that will no longer be the case, or at least for the most part. I'm sure they'll put out one or two here and there, but because they have 40% additional spending to do stuff like that. But if 60% of their budget is going into live service games, then I mean, you're not going to see a whole lot of really expensive, high production games like The Last of Us. Those are very expensive games to make.
As we know.
Yeah. Games like Capcom's latest release, Exoprimal, are another indicator of other companies trending in this direction as well. We talked about this a little bit already, but Exoprimal is a glorified free-to-play game with a full $60 entry fee. The game is riddled with prompts for cosmetic purchases and battle passes with very little content on offer out the gate. Business models like this are open opportunities to double or triple sales compared to a more traditional single player game or one-time purchase game. And that's why they do it, because it's just so much potential. And those numbers are so overblown too, because there's like a small percentage of people that will just pump tons and tons and tons of money into these games. And it makes it look like there's a bigger market than there actually is. Because like the majority of people aren't, spending, double or triple the amount in these games. They buy the game, they invest in a couple of microtransactions here or there, and then that's it. But when you have these people, probably typically children who don't
Or Richie
have an
Riches.
appreciation for their money because it's not theirs, they just get
Or
mom and
Richie
dad's credit card and they buy whatever the fuck they want.
Or
Inflate
Richie
these
Riches.
numbers, and it looks like, oh, look at all the money that's coming in. There's a market for this. Let's make more.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Or Richie Riches, though, because I really believe, like, what if
I'm
it's,
sure there's them too.
people
But again,
with money,
we don't want to cater to that
nothing but
market
money.
because they don't appreciate anything. They're like, oh, let me spend $30 on this skin and use it once and never think about it again. But it doesn't impact them because they have tons of money. It's meaningless.
Yeah. No, I get you.
And we got one more. This one is from the low jazz, Juan.
Diablo. Yes.
You would use it as things like the whole
Yes.
ass.
I had to.
That is some
Yeah.
ass.
Speaking of live services and battle passes, Diablo 4 is proudly allowing you to show your ass. That is, if you buy
Okay.
the
Your
battle
whole
pass,
ass.
Okay.
your whole ass, battle ass.
Alex, like I'm getting it now. No, Alex, not your whole ass. Your characters.
Due to a probable oversight from the development team, a certain combination of armor on a specific character class leaves your lower ass cheeks flapping in the breeze.
Ooh.
To get this to happen, you have to be a female rogue specifically and equip the artisan's tunic from the battle pass as well as the exceptional leggings as a female rogue, and voila! Exposed ass.
Your
There you
whole
go.
ass.
Your whole ass. Enjoy it while you can, because we all know that someone's feelings are going to get hurt or they're going to feel offended, like attacked or some shit, and the
Can you change the
developers are going to patch it
color?
out. So enjoy it.
Can you change the color of the tunic?
I don't know. Probably.
Make it pink.
Yes.
Make it skin colored.
Hot pink and
Yeah, so
black.
not necessarily
Oh,
pink.
yeah. No, just pink and black.
There you go.
I did
Enjoy
that
your
wrong.
ass while you can.
I did like a weed.
Your ass gets some fresh air. The skirt just like moves if you fart.
Yeah, it's just a little wind.
A little. Where's
Jazz,
me?
I forgot you had a couple of videos. What are we doing with the videos?
Is it a what are you watching?
It's to show. Yeah, it's like the what are you playing thing. I don't have the template, but I do have a picture to send you once we watch the videos. I think we should watch the videos first. So if you want, we can only watch one, but they're both kind of different. They're both. Did I just cut out?
Yeah,
bit.
you said they're both kind of different. They're both
They're both from the same game.
Mm.
Did I just cut out again?
No,
no, we got you.
they're only like a minute.
Okay, well, don't
apiece.
look at Discord yet, Sean.
Okay.
Hello?
Secrets.
Hello. Why are you sending me something different?
She's sending you secrets.
I'm sending you the picture that you can show like after the videos while I talk about the game. But I'm on my laptop.
Yeah.
Secrets.
Because I never know if it's going or not.
Technical difficulties. We never have those here at the
This
War.
is my cat.
This is the first time.
He's on every episode. Say hello to the nice people, Jack.
You should sacrifice him live on the podcast
No.
to whatever god you choose. No judgment.
No. God of War.
There you go. That's a good choice.
Instead of boy, it's cat.
Don't look because you'll see
Is
the
there
name
a
of it.
cat god?
Okay.
Is there a god or a patron saint for the cats? Because yes,
Yes, his name is Bill.
Probably.
Bill the
I know.
cat
Bill.
god.
Yeah.
I know two Bills.
I almost opened that immediately because it's like
It's
my
Lucifer.
reaction. It popped up. I'm like, oh, let me click on this, but I didn't. We're good.
Good.
Okay. Let me just disconnect the internet on my laptop because it's weird. Once I shut my laptop off, everything was working fine. Okay.
Nice.
So what I was saying before my internet started being stupid is both videos are for the same game. They're different videos. One is the release trailer and one is the cross-platform trailer.
Cross-platform.
So they're different. You could play both, but I mean, you could put the release one. But I guess if it's the cross-platform that we're talking about mostly because it's a game that's already out, then it's up to you.
What?
Yeah.
Do both.
I'll pick one
Time-wise.
Let's
randomly.
put the cross-dressing one on.
Eeny, meeny, miny,
Okay.
mo.
Are we ready?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Do-do-do-do-do.
Hey, Sally! You still looking for your cousin?
What'd you do to her?
Sally! We know you're here!
You can't hide from us.
No.
There's still a chance for you to make things right, Sally. You must find Emily. She is the key to ending this nightmare.
That's not Wesker.
What if Emily is the bad guy? Like she's been corrupted. Fear the shapes.
it's
think
like,
that's
Those mannequins were
it's
kind
like
of.
little baby Alan Wake.
Those mannequins are kind of freaky. Like imagine,
Yeah.
like one of the baddies like creeping out in between the mannequins or some shit, and you're like, "What's that? Oh. What's that?"
Yeah. So this is
that
Guilt.
that
One-
kid-friendly horror game? I almost brought that up. I'm not sure if it's the same thing. I saw an article about a kid-friendly
Kid-
horror game.
What?
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 A kid-friendly
Board game.
horror game? That would be like
Horror
low-key
game.
psychological
A
horror. Because
kid-friendly horror game.
that would be low-key psychological horror because there would not be a
I
whole
don't
lot of
know.
blood and gore.
Well,
I
it's
would think.
horror themed, but it's like not violent and
Yeah, but
So
you know what I'm
this
saying?
this is
like,
actually just a survival horror game. I don't know if it would be like kid friendly. I mean, it's got the monsters are kind of creepy, and like there's aspects that get you like, oh, but it's not like a super scary movie game. But it's really fun. I've been playing it. It's a game that originally came out November 19th of 2019 for the Google Stadia, whatever it is.
gross.
Can you
Oh
guys hear
yeah,
me
that
okay?
shit.
Hang on.
Sounds
Give me
familiar.
1 second.
Juan.
One second,
Ciao.
piece of crap.
Wow.
1,000.
Wait.
Wow.
Two.
Wow.
No, wait.
What?
Ada.
Ada, wait.
You want to know Ada's weight?
I'm shutting off my laptop because that made it better earlier.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh yeah, for some reason I was thinking you were still on your laptop. I'm like, how are you going to shut off your laptop? But yeah, you're on your phone.
No, I really tried to rotate my phone to get it full screen, but it was just fucking everything up, so I couldn't.
Mm.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it came out in November 2019 for the Stadia, and now it's getting a cross-platform release, which it's out. Like I was randomly going through the horror section in the store of the PSN, and I saw it there, and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. So first thing I did was, does it have a physical release? And it does not. It's only digital right now. Sorry, Sean. But
How could you?
so it was what?
I said, how could you?
What?
How
Oh.
could you?
Ah. But it was on sale, so I figured, okay, I did my research, and I came to the conclusion I'm gonna get this now on digital. I'm gonna play it, see if I like it, and I do, right? So you can get that picture that I sent you.
Mm,
Because this is the next purchase I'm doing. It's getting a collection in September. So in September, I don't remember the date, but in September, I think it's in the 20-something. It's coming out with this collection box, which looks like the little backpack, which I love. It includes all of these things, including the game for PS4 or PS5. It's got stickers. It's got a little flashlight with no batteries. It's got a little pin.
No batteries.
No batteries. And it just, I don't know. I like the look of the box itself, but I'm like, oh man, I don't have like collectors. I have like one collector's box, maybe two. And I thought that this was really cool, and it's a really cool game, and I like the box, so I'm gonna get it physical when it comes out. But at least I know I like it enough to get that.
Yeah,
so
that's always nice.
If you ever want to play it, it will come out. It's got like the little missing poster because she's looking for her cousin. It's got a pretty cool story. I recommend it. It's good.
So it's multiplayer?
No, it's multi-platform. So it's coming out on.
Okay.
I think it's on Steam. I think I'm not 100%. I didn't check, but yeah, it was on Google Stadia, and I guess they were like, "Well, this is stupid," so now it's on more things.
That's cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, and that is a nice looking collector's edition.
Yeah, and it has the game, so.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. It has the fucking game on a damn disc. God.
I mean, it looks like a backpack, but it's a hard, like box case thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The design is a backpack, but it's still just like a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if it came in like a little backpack.
Yeah. Oh my god, I get
that. Would be so cool, and then you could take it everywhere.
Too expensive.
Yeah.
But as soon as it goes for pre-order, I'm gonna pre-order it because collectors always go out of fucking stock or whatever.
Yeah, plus I say that, but like I don't really mean it. Because like anything that's weird shaped like that is such a pain in the ass to like put on a shelf. The collector's edition for Biohazard 7, the Japanese version, like the collector's edition, it's literally comes in a sack, and it's just like where the fuck do you put that? Where do you put it? It doesn't fit anywhere.
Hear me out. If they had both, I mean, like a nice, the cardboard the sleeve box looking thing inside of a bag, and then you have the bonus bag, but it's on the outside, and then the sleeve box where, like, let's say there's an art book, and then
charge you like $200 for that.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Basically,
there was a collector's edition of Last of Us 2 that came with Ellie's backpack. I think it was like $250.
Why?
I already have a backpack that looks like that, so I can just put it in there for a while.
Motherfuckers.
That's a better choice.
My apocalypse backpack is in the car with a bunch of things I might need if I like die on the side of the road.
I hate when things cost money.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I died like so many times today. Because during my week it was cutting out. I died like 6 times. It was great.
Only 6?
Doesn't
yeah, it's a game.
great.
It's a game we started. You have to float on your stomach. You just float there like a dead body and see how long you can float there.
Until what, you run out of air or what?
Yeah, and then
Are you
and then
talking
you stand
about
up.
Dead Man's Float? Are you talking about in the lake?
No,
Dead
I'm
Man's
talking
Float?
about dying.
Dead Man's Float.
Don't ruin the game I made up.
It's my
called
game.
Dying.
The game that we've been playing since we knew how to swim, or in my case, almost know how to swim.
It's ruined.
Dead
My
Man's
special
Float.
thing of the day is gone now.
Meh.
Dead Man's Float is so relaxing.
But yeah, guilt. Buy guilt. Get guilt. It's good.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Now I want to look up that article and see if that's the game they were talking about. That's what it looks like. It looks like a kid-friendly
Maybe.
survival horror game. I don't know.
I had never heard of it until I saw it in the PSN, obviously, because if it's on Google Stadia, like who the fuck's gonna hear about that? But
Nobody.
like, it looked really
Rightfully
cool,
so.
and I'm not big on like cartoony games, but that one was the style of like, I forgot what it's called, but that game that I played with the girl with the spirits, Kenya, Bridge to Spirits.
Kino?
It was Kena.
Was it Kino? I thought it was like Kino or something.
No. It was like an animation style, but not like fucking Toon Link. Like if it's too cartoony, I'm just like, nah, like fuck this.
Nah, bruh.
Nah, bruh. Yeah, that was my thing.
That was the rest of your week.
It's gonna be the
That's
rest of
good,
my
though.
week.
Oh wow.
No, I'm gonna play my new games. Carmen knows what they
wow.
are.
Wow, how dare you?
I can tell you, fucking on PlayStation, you can get a combo that has Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and I forget what the other one is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Something Patrol or
Yeah, so I got it.
Ghoul Patrol.
Ghoul Patrol, because like
Yeah,
the
I
summer
have the
sale.
physical version of that because I'm not a fucking monster. All right.
You have the
Hey, what time
very,
is it?
very original. Sorry.
Carlos, what time is it?
It's time for
Okay, it's game
It's
time.
game time.
So dramatic.
I just want to say real quick, I gave Sean the very, 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 very original You Should Be Very Happy since 1991 or two. Zombies at My Neighbors.
I have that. Thank you. But I also have the HD version.
Carlos has a different version of the game. It's called Zombies Ate My Anus.
Oh, what's the game?
What's the game, Alec?
How about
Okay,
that reverse and stuff?
now we're gonna do that last. We're gonna do what happened next.
Woo.
What?
The
Happened
RE2
next.
film.
Is that's not it. Wait, am I putting up that picture now?
No, so you're gonna put up the first Resident Evil 2 one.
Okay.
The one that doesn't say reveal or answer.
Thank you for talking to me like I'm a dum-dum.
Well, so we're gonna watch that in a minute.
Okay, you ready?
Yes. And then I'm gonna explain.
This is the right one, right?
Yeah.
What is with
Yes.
contrast? What is going on?
It is not
Just a
enough.
little bit.
All right.
It needs more. Shoot him.
All right.
Bong.
Shooting him is
Now-
the answer, the obvious answer.
Right.
Zombie
okay,
grab you
so
from
now
behind.
I will explain the game while Sean puts up the image of the text. That's it.
God damn it.
Well, I can't read
Okay, I
that.
don't worry. I will read it. I will read it out anyway. So, what happened next is a new game. So, in this game, Sean will play the video game clip, which he has from Resident Evil 2 Remake, and all you have to do is tell me what you guys think happens next after the end of the clip. So, here is your options. A. Leon calmly walks away and lets the fat bastard continue on his epic adventure of getting candy from the snack machine. B. Leon thinks it's actually the president's president's daughter and decides to shoot it with a rocket launcher.
I hope it's that.
C. Leon goes all 1998 on its fat ass, goes retro and kills the fat zombie. D. The fat zombie climbs on top of Leon with his weight, killing and crushing Leon. E. Leon flat out just shoots the fat prick. F. Or does Alex stop recording the gameplay and turn off the console because he became so scared that he actually shit his pants?
It's
Or
that
G.
one.
Something else happened.
Yeah, so, you could say something else happened if you think it was none of those options.
You can't
I
call him
think-
fat. You have to call him weight challenged. I'm offended.
How would you be? You're
Yes.
not fat.
I've offended you.
Everyone is offended by everything. I'm just participating. I want my trophy. Hmm.
I
I'm
think
gonna say Leon shoots him in the dick or the ass.
So you're going
So
with other?
uh, hmm.
Bearing in mind, it's me, recording the footage.
oh, see, I was gonna say enough to the neck.
I'm gonna say F.
So you're going to say that I got so scared and turned the game off,
Hmm.
and I shit my pants.
Yeah.
So I need a definition of number C, of letter C. Goes all 1998 on its fat ass, goes retro and kills. What is going retro?
That's the one I'm picking.
But what does it
You're
mean?
going with... All right, so when did the Resident Evil 2 first come out?
I'm guessing 1998.
96.
Okay, but what does going retro mean?
Okay, so in Resident Evil 2 Remake, you can have the DLC of a different costume of Leon, right? You can have the old school Leon or the old school Claire, like
Oh, yeah,
polygons
yeah.
and everything.
Hmm.
So what does it have to do with how or whether he kills the Zomzom?
It
Well,
doesn't.
it's you. You have to decide which one am I likely to have done.
That's the one I'm
Okay, so
picking.
C makes absolutely no sense to me. And I am going to go with G, being clear and saying that I feel like it's going to be enough to the neck.
I'm gonna change mine to E.
E. So Leon flat out just shoots the fat prick. So Jazz, you said C.
Hmm.
Uh,
I don't understand it.
That's okay. I picked it, not you.
You don't have to understand.
I understand.
Chat. Any guesses? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, O, P.
While
What
you
was
figure
that?
that out, I got to be right back.
While Chad is answering it, you just remind me that I just found out yesterday that apparently they changed the alphabet song
What?
because it was too
Was it
hard for kids
offensive?
now. It was too hard for kids now to say LMNOP.
Oh my god. We're
So
doomed.
now it goes like JK fuck, how does it go?
L M N. I don't know.
Like I know how the letters go.
LGBTQ plus.
It's
No,
like
but like they
EFG
changed.
HIJK and HIJKLMNOPQR. Like they slowed it all
Yeah, they
down and it's
changed
just like
they changed. Like what grouping of letters there are. I've known this from like a year, and it bugs the shit out of me. But yeah, they broke the traditional sort of grouping to where it's different, and I don't think they have that last bit. Like now, I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? I don't think they have that anymore. Okay,
Have
gotta
they
be right
replaced
back.
it with, the gay pride things like LGBT?
LGBTQIA.
Next time, won't
don't
you be
be
gay with
racist
me?
but be gay if you
All
want.
right.
Love each other anyway. Any
Yeah.
like kind of which way
The
kind of
final
thing.
horror fan is going with A, and that is Leon calmly walks away and lets the fat bastard continue with his epic journey.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not seeing any more chat guesses, but you guys can carry on. So,
Hurry,
Sean,
because
please
I gotta be right.
reveal.
Hurry. How dare you, Jazz? Wait, do I get a point?
No.
You change your answer.
I said got him in a knife, but I got him with a knife, but I said in the neck. And I did not
You
know
cut
their
his
legs could
leg
do
off.
that. Yeah, I didn't know their legs could do that. I don't remember ever having done that.
Shit, is this gonna get demonetized?
Probably.
No. But I got to be right back.
How dare we show
Only
violence?
because of the alphabet song.
Yeah,
I gotta
it's offensive.
be, yeah, my bladder.
Right,
TMI.
the right answer is actually C, because Leon went all retro 1998 in his old costume.
Blah.
And poked him in the
Yeah.
butt.
Poked him in the butt. Okay. Are we waiting for Carmen, or are we just going to go on to the attention seekers?
Okay. Hold on. I can do this.
That was a pretty cool game.
Thank you. Oh, wait.
What? Wow, Sean.
Name one
Oh,
Spanish
oh.
word.
What?
That's better. Is there context here?
Yeah. Let me just quickly read it. Right. So in this game, Sean will play a 30-second or so video game clip, and you guys will be paying close attention to it. After the clip has finished, I will ask you guys some questions and see if you guys noticed. The game is Family
I'm
Feud,
back.
recorded on my PS5. Yes, I fucked up with my microphone recording it. I didn't know my PS5 controller microphone was on, so if it sounds a bit echoey, that's the reason why. So yeah, you guys just gonna watch the clip, and then I'm gonna ask you some questions on it.
Oh, God.
Yay! Also, I'm back.
Here
Alright,
we go.
Carmen,
Where's the flush?
Name one Spanish word everyone knows. All right. Our survey said, mañana. You're wrong.
So what?
The number one answer is still up there. Name one Spanish word everyone knows.
I don't get it.
We have an answer. Let's see if that's a correct answer. No.
The fuck?
So now what?
Alright, after watching the clip, you guys have got to answer my questions about that clip. This game is called Attention Seekers, so you've got to be paying attention to the video clip. Alright, so now Sean has done the thing. Question 1. How many times did the letter A come up in the opponent's answer?
3.
0.
Yeah, 3. Or
Wait, mañana.
Yeah,
MANAN. Yeah, 3.
Well done. Got the first one. Alright, question 2. Question 2. How many different possible answers is there on the survey?
8.
7.
8.
8.
7.
Carmen.
Huh? I said 8 like 3 times. Or not 3
I couldn't
times.
hear you.
Like, huh? I said 8, and then I think Jazz said 8, and then I think Sean said 8.
But then I went back. I went to 7.
across
Sean
the-
switched to 8.
And then she
I
said
went to
7.
7.
Survivor Horror Fan, you got the right one on the first one, so and you all got it wrong. It is 6. There was 6
Shit.
possible.
Motherfucker. Sorry.
All right. Question 3. What color eyes does the blonde guy have?
Blue?
Blue?
Not expecting Jazz to know.
Wow.
But I can do it.
I
Green.
feel like
Eyes
color
does-
questions are not fair. I defend you, Jazz. I say color questions are not fair.
Green.
Jazz, you're correct. It was green.
When in
What the
doubt,
fuck?
say green. I feel like if it was blue, I would have
All
noticed.
All right, question 4. Does the host, Lucky McCoy, ever interlock his hands? So like
No.
that.
No.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say no, but it's truly just a guess.
Okay, the answer is no, but he does put his fingertips like that together. Doing really well, guys. Question 5. This is the last one. According to the video, what does the square button do?
Oh, fuck you.
Enter? No. What the fuck? Skip? Maybe it tabs? What the fuck? What kind of question is that? Maybe it tabs.
Pay attention.
Well, this is my first time.
It's the first time for all of us playing this game.
I'm gonna guess it tabs. Boop, boop. I
Yeah,
don't
I feel
fucking
like
know.
X would be confirm.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it auto pops.
Delete. Lee says delete. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Survivor
All right.
Wolf fan says give up or say nothing. I'm dying.
It's the square button, gobs to kill the host.
That would be amazing. That's what it should do.
All right. So the answer is it deletes a letter.
Ah.
Oh,
Of course, Lee's got it. Fucker.
All right. Well done, guys.
I answered
hope you guys
Manabadan
can do
way.
those.
If you had another one of those, that would be great. Now that we know what we're dealing with.
Well,
You're
this
dealing
was
with?
like.
Yeah.
So this was like experimental. Next time, if I do it again, it will be a better quality thing. But yeah, I always wanted to do a visual video game, so now I have.
Yeah.
All right.
It was good.
Right, last game would be Reverse and Remember.
Shit.
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 I still don't have the theme tune, so yeah. All right, let's do the first one.
Yeah, I wonder.
I think I know. I think I know. Is it plastic ducks? Placid plastic ducks. And then a guitar.
Duck game.
Duck game.
But like the new duck game. Why did I choose this game here? I should have known. But yeah, that game. Rubber ducks.
Yeah, it is Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. And
I like the one that was Big Jaws.
Is the original.
Oh, there's still meh.
It's sort of like a what do you call those words that go the same backwards and forwards? A quack is sort of like a palindrome.
It's Jamaican.
What the hell is that game?
Well, you would know
A
if you
waste
played
of money.
it. It's all right. It's yeah.
All right, next one.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah, look at me. Everybody else. And I wish it's not that you feel.
Metal Gear.
right here with the moon.
Some kind of Metal Gear.
He's not shagging me. Ready else? Сестрой он знал экофизии, нас. Не, мы что leaving you with deal.
I'm gonna guess some kind of Metal Gear, but I've never played more than like 3 minutes or something, so I don't know.
The music sounds like Resident Evil 1,
Yeah.
but it sounded like Carlos. So I'm confused.
Maybe it's Resident Evil 3.
Yeah,
Resident
maybe.
Evil racist.
Or maybe it's Resident Evil 2.
What?
Mm,
I guess I'm gonna say Resident Evil 3.
I have no answer because I do have my answer,
One more time.
but it's
One.
Alright.
about time.
Yeah, look at me. Ready else? I wish it's not that you feel. Right here with the moon. He's not shagging me. Ready else? Сестрой он знал экофизии, нас. Не, мы что leaving you with deal.
Yeah, it's gotta be Resident Evil 3.
I feel like we're definitely setting a bomb.
Yeah, it has to be 3.
It's gotta be
Sure.
3.
That's gotta be free. Well, let's play the original.
I had no idea another guinea pig was still alive. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Sometimes it's easy to forget one's loyalties. Just like that traitor. You mean the guy who shot you? Yeah, you know him. The one with the gray hair and the ugly mug. I can't believe he had the
That's not very
guts to
nice.
shoot me. That traitor. You mean Nikolai?
Ah!
Nailed it.
He imitated Carmen.
Yeah.
Nikolai, I hate you.
Carlos.
So that had to be
All
the
right.
original because that does not sound like the remake.
No,
That's
it's
3.
totally
Yeah.
the remake.
Yeah. It was Jill.
No!
Yeah, obviously.
It was remake Jill. That's what she sounds like.
No.
Alright, that was
Teasing
the
me.
original Resident Evil 3. Alright, next one.
Nej, jag är sleeping over Resident Evil. I wish you could get no one up. Or better where I'm rock. I'm in the set. Now I'm zooming beam. I had to up the zooming beam. I was back here and drones. And that's my say. I hear and drone. I don't know what's a year old sound. And the executives in me now. Really wasn't a thesis. But the ocean in a van. These the no skittle with head nowhere. Skulpeltines, get the laps on Shermack bus, Sir gets you into the dynamic in this deal about. We can also you to ya.
Is it Resident Evil 1?
No, the acting's too good for one.
The music.
I don't
It was like
recognize
right at
any of
it was
them.
like right at the end, and the music, maybe not. Maybe that was too much dialogue too.
I have no answer. It does sound Resident Evil-ish, but I don't know.
Can you play it again?
Mm-hmm. Bear with me. There's a bear with me.
Nej, jag är sleeping over Resident Evil. I wish you could get no one up. Or better where I'm rock. I'm in the set. Now I'm zooming beam. I had to up the zooming beam. I was back here and drones. And that's my say. I hear and drone. I don't know what's a year old sound. And the executives in me now. Really wasn't a thesis. But the ocean in a van. These the no skittle with head nowhere. Skulpeltines, get the laps on Shermack bus. Sir gets you into the dynamic in this deal about. ich mir als die bist ja.
Yeah,
In
I'm
the
gonna,
city of
I'm gonna,
Raccoon City, where bizarre murders.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with Resident Evil 1.
The intro where Chris is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I hear the words McWuss.
The beginning, I thought he was going to say, make me a sandwich right at the beginning. Just play the beginning. Sounds like he's about to say that.
Nej, jag med så det blir nog bäst med fan.
Make me a city full of the... He's like talking to someone and then like the camera's on. He's like, make me a so. Oh my God, hello.
Awesome.
Okay. Let's see if you get it from the OG.
I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics, and history books. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are. My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again.
It's
Is it
remake.
Indigo Prophecy?
Lucas Kane? Kane.
It
Kane.
is Fahrenheit.
So yes,
That's
Indigo
Indigo
Prophecy.
That motherfucker! I knew that name sounded familiar. And guess what I bought but haven't played? Yeah.
Wow.
Shut up.
All right, we've got two left. Here's the next one.
Mario. Smash Brothers.
Alec, why?
It's a game.
So random. I'll let you guys go first.
Because you know?
I'm pretty
'Cause
sure
you-
I know what that is, yeah.
Pokemon
it's
Go.
like a Smash Brothers, no.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
that what
think
it
it's-
is?
League
Wait,
got
what
it,
they
yeah.
got?
What? Moonwalker?
The fuck?
Are you fucking
Here's the
kidding me?
original.
Woo!
Michael!
Touch those kids, Michael. Touch them all.
Whoa!
I think he was misunderstood.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think he was misunderstood.
Street Fighter featuring Michael Jackson.
Okay, it was
He's
the
gonna grab those
Moonwalker
kids
game.
and beat them.
I can't believe that's actually a game. It's so stupid.
He was
I
a
do try hard
legend.
to come up with different games for these games.
I don't think anyone
Right.
here understands the pull that Michael. I don't know. I just don't think that any of you appreciated Michael.
It's not appreciated,
I
not
don't know.
dislike. It's what's the next one, Sean? Alec, Sean, Alec.
Shall
All
I?
right.
Shalek.
So
Shalek.
this one, all right,
Shellac.
this has a video game character, and it has someone else. So they're
Oh,
having
wow.
a conversation. All right. Here
So
we go.
weird. Markiplier.
There's like 100 people in there.
Yeah, there's only two.
I don't know. Because
And
I can't
what's
tell.
really annoying is that I can't hear anything. So I can't hear the music when you guys play videos. So I can't hear any of that. And now I
no.
can't hear anything from the soundpad. So I have no idea what's being played.
Are you serious?
Mm.
That's not
So
good.
no,
Like you don't remember
I'm-
what you gave us, basically.
No, I know because I've titled it and I got Word documents from it, so I know what it's being played, but I just can't
But
hear
you can't. You should have it on a tab open in your own thing so you can hear it also.
Michael Jackson, he's there too.
it. So what was the other voice? It is Michael Jackson. Let's play it one more time.
Macaulay Culkin. I'm so confused.
I have no idea.
That guy who shit his pants in Metal Gear.
Hey Hachi.
Well, Survival Horror Fan gets a point because we've got one. So it's the original.
Show me your moves. No.
I'm in pain all the time.
Falcon punch.
Oh.
Sex.
Yes.
One time I asked to use the restroom.
Yes.
Not for sex.
Punch. Show me your moves.
The I'm in pain all the time
My
is
turn sleep
clearly.
with other people all the time.
Yes.
Oh.
I still don't know the other voice.
All I can hear is Michael.
All right, it is Captain Falcon
Plus Michael. Right?
and Michael Jackson. Yes.
Okay.
All right, that's all the games. I don't know how well that one's. I'm gonna have to listen to this back on a different device and have a go at changing things, but I might just have to retire that game and just do the other two games because they seem to work.
We could bring it back later.
Yeah, have a break.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Mhm.
Oh shit, I forgot how to podcast. Hold on.
Well,
I have nothing
All right.
ready. I'm not ready to wrap anything up. Well, I've never done this before, don't you know?
so you're not ready for Christmas then?
No.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah, you were ready in like fucking December last year.
December 26th.
Oh, do I yeah.
All right, now I'm ready.
Wow.
Sorry about that. This has been episode 202, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us on patreon.com/thewordproductions to get exclusive content or buy merchandise like t-shirts, hats, and more on our website, the-word.com/shop, which is down right now, but it'll be back up. Don't worry. Have a great week. And we'll see you next time.